In this video, I want to show you how to go from 0 to your first 10K month selling on Amazon before the end of the year. Now, I've had numerous clients that come into my program late into the Q4 season and they end up growing really fast. Clients like Davis right here, who had his first 10K month in 3 weeks, and then he hit his first 20K month in 7 weeks. And I'm going to show you how to do the exact same thing in this video. So let's get into it. Now, I'm going to assume that you already have your Seller Central set up and you are actively trying to grow your business. Maybe you're running into problems with sourcing profitable inventory or getting ungated or figuring out which business model you want to stick to, or maybe you feel like you're drinking out of a fire hose with all of this information out there and you're lost and overwhelmed and you don't know what your next step should be. Regardless of what's prevented you from getting to your first 10K month, I'm going to give you massive clarity in this video, starting with which selling model you need to focus on. And that selling model needs to be arbitrage. Now, this can be retail arbitrage where you're physically going in and out of retail stores to buy profitable inventory and sell it on Amazon, or this can be online arbitrage where you're going to retail websites using coupon codes, using cash back, using discount codes, and then sending that inventory to yourself and shipping it off to Amazon. The reason that I want you to focus on arbitrage for the time being is because if our goal is to hit a 10K month before the end of the year, then we need to start buying inventory now. And arbitrage allows us to do that. We can go literally right after this video, go to any retail website, or if you want to speed it up even further, go into a Ross, a TJ Maxx, a Dollar Tree, Dollar General, Grocery Outlet, Aldi's, any one of those stores. Go start scanning inventory, find something profitable to sell, and you can sell your first item today. And this is something that you can only do with arbitrage, which is why it needs to be our primary focus for this goal. Now, there are a lot of things that you need to know about arbitrage, protecting yourself, finding profitable inventory, and I go over all of that in this video right here, which I will leave linked in the description so you can check it out after this video. But in that video, I talk about order cancels, product sourcing, product research, prep centers, IP issues, and everything in between. Everything that you need to know about arbitrage is in that video. So I will link it in the description so you can check it out after this video. Next, let's talk about the software you're going to need to make this goal a reality. Now, I could sit up here and pitch you on the hundreds of tools and softwares that have come to me over the years wanting me to become an affiliate and promote their products. But the truth is, you don't need 99% of the softwares and tools on the market. In the beginning, you realistically only need 2, and that's going to be Keepa and Sellerboard. Now, Keepa is a non-negotiable tool. It gives you so much data and so much insights. It's going to help you actually avoid costly mistakes. It's going to protect your money from bad buys. It's going to help you protect yourself from jumping onto bad listings, but it gives you so much information that you need to make good buying decisions. It tells you how many sellers are on the listing, what the buy box price is currently at, how fast a product is selling, are there any potential issues on the listing, which variation sells the best, and so much more. You cannot and should not run your business without this tool. Now, I've gone ahead and made a 45-minute video going over all of the ins and outs of product research using Keepa, and I will leave it linked down below in the description. But the second tool that you're going to need is Sellerboard. Now, Sellerboard is a profit and loss tool at its core, but it can do so much more than that. It can tell you the sales velocity of a product. It can give you buy box share. It can tell you how many competitors are currently on it. You can switch from FBA calculator to an FBM calculator. But the most important feature, in my opinion, is its ability to storefront stock other sellers, which we will talk about later on in this video. Now, since we're on the topic of softwares, a couple of honorable mentions that you do not need in the beginning, but you will need once you start getting more and more inventory is a repricer like Profit Protector Pro. This is gonna allow you to reprice your products all the time without you having to manually do it. This tool pretty much pays for itself once you're in the stage where you're gonna need one. And then you're also gonna wanna get Sellerboard so you can track your profits and your expenses. But again, in the beginning, all you need is Keepa and Sellerboard. Now that we have some clarity on which selling model that we're going to focus on and which softwares we're going to need to make this 10K goal a reality, let's talk about product sourcing, which is the actual finding of the inventory. Now, I'm going to give you 2 different methods that I want you to focus on, starting with one method for online arbitrage, which is going to be storefront stocking. Now, storefront stocking, the reason it's so powerful is because you can go and capitalize on the work that other sellers have already done, because you are going into their storefronts, seeing which items they are selling profitably, and then reverse engineering the process to go find a site that sells that same profitable item so that you can buy it for your own store. And when you find a storefront that has maybe one profitable product, chances are they're going to have multiple profitable products. And then when you start coming across a lot of different storefronts that you're just having a ton of luck with, you want to save those storefronts so that you can refer back to them later. This way, every time that they get new inventory, you can then go and try to find that same profitable inventory for your own store. Now, method number 2 is going to be focused on retail arbitrage. And guys, it doesn't get any simpler than this. You have to keep in mind that retail arbitrage, although it is more work, once you get it going, you can find a lot of profitable inventory. Just like my client Taryn right here, who went from absolute zero to his first 25K month within 67 days, focusing mainly on retail arbitrage. All you need to do is download the Seller Amp mobile app and go into a store and start scanning products. Now you can go to discount stores like Ross, TJ Maxx, Grocery Outlet, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, all of those kinds of stores, and start scanning inventory. Or you can also go to Kohl's, Target, Walmart, Best Buy. But if you're going to go to those kinds of stores that aren't necessarily discount stores, you want to know that there's going to be a sale going on, or you want to look for things that are marked down to make it easier for you to find profitable inventory. Now, I know a lot of you guys are listening to me say that. You're like, man, retail arbitrage is just a lot of work. I have to physically drive to the store, start scanning products one by one. But guys, if our goal is to hit that 10K month before the end of the year, balance is an afterthought. We need to put the work in to make it a reality. But the reason that retail arbitrage works so incredibly well for that goal that we are after is because we can get inventory today. And later on in the video, I'm going to show you how you can get inventory today and sell it out today or tomorrow or this week. Now, with that being said, you are going to run into gated items in the beginning, which leads me into my next step, which is ungating. Ungating is very important in this business. It is the ability to manufacture opportunity on the platform. Gating and ungating simply means that Amazon has put restrictions on certain brands, categories, subcategories, or ASINs, which means that you cannot sell these products until you provide Amazon with a proper documentation, which is known as being gated. Once you provide the documentation to Amazon, they will allow you to sell that brand. This is known as getting ungated. And if you don't learn how to get yourself ungated consistently, you're going to lose out to those that do. But let me paint this quick picture just to solidify my point on how important this really is. Imagine you go out to source profitable inventory. You start going from store to store, but you can only source from one brand. Doesn't matter what that brand is, but you can only source from one brand. Now, I go to the same exact place as you, and I start going to the exact same stores as you, but I can source 20 different brands. I will clearly have a massive advantage, and the likelihood of me finding profitable inventory will be so much higher than yours that building this business will be easier and easier the more and more I focus on getting ungated. Now, to get ungated, you simply have to provide Amazon with an invoice from a manufacturer or a distributor that shows the purchase of 10 or more units. Your invoice, though, will also need to meet all of these requirements that I'm showing you on screen right now. Now, because ungating is so incredibly important and I want you to become a master of consistently getting yourself ungated, I went ahead and made these two videos right here that I will leave linked in the description that I want you to watch after this video. Those videos will take you from beginner to expert when it comes to ungating on Amazon. Now, before I share with you the most important strategy that you're going to need to know to hit that 10K goal before the end of the year, I just want to tell you one quick thing. Guys, I genuinely want to see people win. That's why I try to make these videos as valuable as I possibly can. But if you just consume my content and you never take any action, then this video and all of my videos are completely useless. Because of that, I want you to do me one massive favor. And guys, I never ask you to subscribe or like or comment or anything like that. But today I want you to do something a little bit different. I want you to make a promise to yourself, but also a promise to your future self, that you're going to take action on this video and all of the videos that I shared with you in this one. And I want you to go down in the comment section, and to prove that you are all in on this opportunity of making that 10K before the end of the year, I want you to comment committed down in the comment section. Comment the word committed. And then at the end of the year, after you went all in on this goal of 10K before the end of the year, come back, edit that comment, and update us on what kind of sales you were able to make when you went all in for a couple of months. I'm giving you the path here to make this work, to make this a reality. But it is up to you to walk it. So make that commitment to yourself. You're not making a commitment to me. You're making a commitment to your future self. Remember, comment the word committed, come back. Let me know that these videos are actually helping people by coming back and updating us on your progress. Now let's get back into the video. Now let's talk about the most important factor that we are gonna need when it comes to reaching this goal, and that is going to be our fulfillment method. Now, most people, when they think of Amazon FBA, they think of FBA, fulfilled by Amazon, where Amazon does the majority of the work for us. They store our inventory, they handle customer service, they handle returns, and they fulfill our orders. But to make this 10K goal a reality, we're gonna need to focus on FBM, which is fulfilled by merchant, which means we're gonna store the inventory, we're gonna fulfill orders, we're gonna handle returns, and we're gonna handle customer service. Now, the reason that we're gonna focus on this fulfillment method is because we can turn over our money significantly faster. Like, look, this is the typical timeline of an FBA shipment. You purchase the inventory, you send it off to Amazon, you wait for the shipment to arrive, Amazon checks it in, processes the shipment, makes it available for sale, customer orders your products, and then you get paid. And in Q4, which is the busiest time of the year for Amazon, there will be much longer delays in that timeline. But the typical path for FBM is you purchase inventory, customer orders it, and you get paid. So yes, although it is going to be more work for you, you're going to be able to flip your money significantly faster, which means you can flip it faster, you can invest it faster, and you can grow significantly faster. On top of that, the closer that we get to peak Q4 season, which is going to be Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas, and all of that time in between, demand is going to significantly go up on the platform. And the closer that we reach the peak of Q4, supply from all of the sellers is going to start going down because so many sellers only focus on FBA. And because there's so many delays in the warehouses, you sending in your shipments too late in the game, it's probably not going to sell out during Q4. So if you can be doing FBM when demand is at its peak and supply is at its lowest, you can benefit from not only additional sales, but an increase in price because now there is not enough supply to meet the demand. Now I'm going to give you a resource so that you can master FBM. But before I do, keep in mind, guys, this is a challenging goal. You should feel like you're stretching yourself here, and that's okay. Even if you're overwhelmed, even if you're like, I don't know if I can do it. What do you have to lose? What is the worst case scenario? Why wouldn't I do this? Why wouldn't I go all in? If I am serious about building this business, why wouldn't I go head first into the busiest time of year where I'm going to see such a quick return on my efforts? What is worst case scenario, guys? You jump into Q4, you can't really figure it out, and you have all of 2025 to prepare for the next Q4. But I'm telling you, if you listen to everything that I told you in this video, you can absolutely make this happen. Now, I've gone ahead and made this FBM video right here that tells you all of the details that you need to know about fulfilling your own orders, shipping templates, everything that you need to know about FBM right here. I put a lot of effort into this video. I want you to watch it next. It's going to be invaluable for you moving forward and chasing this 10K goal. But if you want to speed up the process, make it more effective, and reduce the amount of costly mistakes that you're going to be making throughout the process, because that's natural, this is business, it's going to happen. If you want to reduce that and you want to 10x the speed of this process, then I want you to check that first link in the description. That's my one-on-one mentorship where I've helped hundreds and hundreds of clients build this exact same business that you're trying to build. Go ahead and check that first link in the description. Sign up for the one-on-one mentorship. I appreciate you guys watching until the end of the video, and I will see you in the next one.